Some of you who follow me on Facebook would know that I've been planning a Euro trip for some time now. In a couple of days I'll be leaving. So many countries in so few days, a lot of kilometers. You'll see the trip at the end of this vid. Now, the way I prepared the bike is very minimal really. Put in what BMW called the sports screen, what I call the touring screen, because it's no way sporty. Electrics, most important for me was to get the Zuma wired in, so it's plugged into the CAN bus of the BMW with an adapter from Nippy Norman's. Put this rubber thing to protect the handlebar from the ram mount. And one of the biggest headaches was planning the filming, because I really want to capture a lot of stuff and most of the ride. So I decided to wire a USB connection to the bike, that's 5 volts from the 12 volts, and use my other GoPro 3 Black as a charging system. So I'll be filming with the GoPro, then when the battery finishes, change the SD card, take out the extended battery. You can see it's charging here. Take out the extended battery, take out the internal battery, plug it into my 3 Plus Black, and continue filming. Now that presented another problem, which is I'm going to have so much storage. According to my calculations, it is around 1.7 terabytes. Now that equates to about 900 pounds in micro SD cards. So what I decided to do is buy a cheapo 10-inch HP PC, which is in here, and use that as my copying station. I'm not going to use these fancy copiers that copy SD cards to a drive, because again they are very expensive. So for almost about 1/3 of the price, I got the PC. The PC has got a 500 gig. I got another 300 gig, sorry, 3 times 500 gig drives, and arrive at the hotel at night, spend a couple of hours copying all the data, 6 micro SD cards, and that's basically it. Packing. I've got a Kriega US 30 here with a US 10. The mounts are fantastic because they come off very quickly, and that's more than enough for what I need. I mean, I'm wearing everything that I need. I've got the Raqqa Armas jacket, I've got the Raqqa Armas trouser, I've got my XPD boots. I'm gonna travel with half boots. I hate long boots. So a jean, couple of t-shirts, some underwear, socks, and that's basically what I need. Here I've got a lot of tools, which is snap-on mini tools and all the Allen keys and star keys and whatever, plus some chain lube, puncture kit, and everything almost what we would need in an emergency. Because a couple of my friends are coming. One, you've seen the vids I did in Egypt, he's my best friend, the Harley guy. He's flying in, renting a bike here. Another one, he's another best friend, flying in from Canada, renting a bike, and we're going to be touring together. We're going to stay in touch. I mean, I don't like them, but it's got to be done. By the Scala G9X. I chose the X over the standard one because the X can take a standard mic which goes in here. The standard one has got a boom mic, and because my trusty Schuberth has got a fantastic curtain here to stop all the wind noise and so on, that would have been a nightmare. The GoPro mount here, I'm not going to do any other fancy mounts and what have you, and just the helmet mount, my favorite mount, and that's it. The way I planned the route was I just sat on Google Maps, chose the cities that I want to go through, and then I asked some advice from the FB guys, which have been very helpful. I had some roads that I wanted to go through, and then some friends suggested other routes, and that's how it was planned. It's a long trip, and I wanted to do it to be a rally as opposed to a tour. I'm not a tourist. I want to ride, and that's why I chose it that way. It is hard, but I've done harder. Most of my enduro trips are 10 times harder, and hopefully we'll enjoy ourselves. The Zumo 390, that's the one I chose. Heard a lot of good things about it. I like it because it's got this trip planner, and you can see all the days here, which I actually did on my Mac, designed the route on my Mac, and then I just upload them to the Zumo, and then you can do a backup. Now if this fails, I'm screwed. So basically all my waypoints are going to be a problem to get to. We can still get there, but it's going to mean city to city or town to town, not the exact route. But I don't think it will fail, hopefully not. It's fully waterproof, fantastic mount. As I said, it is powered, and that's basically it. Now one last thing which I always travel with, let me just put the camera down, get back to you. The one thing I always travel with is the Kriega Camel or Hydro Pack, which is basically a camelback, and then I put a US 5 at the back of it, so I can put all my valuables in here, my passport, my driving license, insurance, and all that stuff. Now, very important to keep hydrated, and what I found is that if I've got to stop, take out a bottle of water, try to take out my helmet, drink, and then keep going, I always get dehydrated. So that's why I like these. They take 3 liters of water. I usually, on the road, I usually ride with 1.5. In enduro, I ride with the full 3 liters. I find that I consume about 6 liters a day. Another thing I like is quick access. Let me again put it down. Quick access to money, credit cards, and so on. So I put this, which has my money, has got the SD cards, and we'll have a credit card in here for all the toll roads, so quickly you can do it. You don't have to come off the bike. And that's basically it. I chose the S1 Pro over the SR1 because it is so much quieter and a bit more comfortable. That's it. Just a couple of points to add. I chose all the hotels based on one crucial criteria, which was secure parking. Always have an endpoint at the end of the day planned. To us, it was reaching the designated hotel. This gives you a target to aim for with less stress in trying to find a place to stay overnight. Also be prepared to divert off the route depending on extra time available or due to an emergency. For example, on day 3, we decided to visit Monaco and have lunch in Venice. Both were unplanned, but we allocated extra time and didn't mind spending around 3 to 4 hours on the bike, extra hours that is. Day 5, due to an unforeseen circumstance, we couldn't do Stelvio Pass on the way into Merano in Italy. As we were running 5 hours behind schedule, I set the sat-nav straight into the end destination and on the fastest route. As we didn't want to lose the opportunity to ride Stelvio, we added it to the schedule on the next day. That meant adding yet another country to the trip, Switzerland, and on that day we did 900 kilometers with 14 hours on the bike. We crossed 5 countries to reach Prague in the Czech Republic.